That's right.
Thank you.
Thank you. High five on all of it. Cool. Yeah, we'll be answering questions now.
So it's just crazy when you say people are not trusting in the natural. For me, it's kind of funny because when you just think about going back to the basics, going back to the nature,
Yeah.
eat what feels right. How can you be sick with that?
Yeah, especially when you're eating like less processed foods and more whole foods, and that's going to be really huge. A couple really good resources that I recommend for folks is if you have Netflix, check out Forks Over Knives.
I
Excellent
became
documentary.
vegetarian after I watched that.
Did you? Okay. There you go.
Oh my God. You should like give it out with a warning.
Oh yeah, it's convicting, but it's like a truth bomb that I believe everyone should receive and watch. And that one's good. Cowspiracy is good.
I haven't seen that
And
one.
then the other one is What the Health. And
Yeah, I did that one too. Yeah,
Did
that
you?
just reinforced that.
yeah, those three. I got more, but you can only take so much at one time. So
Yeah.
everyone out there, if you
We will leave it in the comment box because in the comments because I wanna definitely leave the bomb there about the I notice, I'm thinking, I feel.
yes,
When-
that one.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
so good. Wow,
Yeah,
that's
that's
a
good.
gold itself.
I actually learned that on a TED Talk about a guy who was basically talking about how to handle stress and like manage your emotions better. And I was just like, that was really good. And I've tried it a few times in the heat of the moment, and it helped.
You
It,
know
like,
what? It will distract me so much thinking about what am I supposed to like say when I'm driving
Yeah.
that I will just forget that I was upset. That's what will happen.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to like have an acronym, you can say NTF. So
NTF.
notice, think, feel,
Yeah.
and then you can say the emotion.
But you know,
But
like
yeah.
when you're in that hot moment, you will be like, what am I supposed to say? And you think about it so it distracts you long enough so you forget
Oh.
that you were upset. That's
Yeah,
what
there
I
you go.
mean.
Or even if you just say, well, I feel irritated, and you're like,
Yeah.
okay, well, that's part of it. What else do I, okay, I'm thinking.
Guys, when you're
Boom.
thinking,
Yeah.
please just still keep driving, okay? Because we really don't want to distract you from the road. But this was really amazing. So talking about, you know, the mindset and the wellness, those three tips, could you recap it for us again?
Yes, let's do that. Okay, so the top three mindset and mental wellness tips are: one is find the root cause of what you're going through, right? Let's not mask symptoms. Let's really get to the heart of it. Blood tests are going to be really good to do that. Finding a naturopath that can help, allergy testing, nutritional density or nutritional deficiency tests as well are going to be really good. Live blood cell analysis.
Let me
there's so
ask
many
you
options.
in the blood, when you go test your blood, you know, like you can go to your doctor and say, okay, I want to test my blood, but for what?
Oh, if you ask your doctor, they may or may not have. They'll probably outsource it or maybe give you a referral to somebody
So
who's a specialist.
what would you be asking for? What kind of blood test
Oh.
analysis?
If you were to get a blood analysis, probably nutritional deficiencies,
Okay.
or you would do allergy testing.
Beautiful.
Those are the
Thank
two
you.
blood tests.
Because I
Yeah.
will tell my mom to do that, you know.
Okay. Yeah, her.
She's in Czech Republic, so we'll see.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she may have to like do a little more research to figure out who offers that, and then get multiple prices to see. Because there's different types of allergy testing
Yeah.
too. Like they do like a basic one where
Yeah.
maybe they do 50 different types of foods, and then
Yeah.
there's like an advanced one where they might do 150 types of things.
okay.
So the second tip and solution is to get a second opinion.
Yeah.
So yeah, you have your MD, maybe you have your family physician, but what about looking on Yelp or getting a referral from somebody or going to Angie's List or whatever with regards to a naturopath, a homeopath, and a chiropractor. And if you can get all three, I know it's more work, I know it's more time, but your health, your quality of life is worth it. It's
Yeah.
worth that investment. And the third option is choose something natural. There's so many things that you can do with a whole food lifestyle. There's so many recipes out there. There's smoothies. There's lots of different options you can do with supplements. But there is good, better, best, and then there's also bad, worst, and the worst. And so that's why making sure that you do find a person, product, and company that you know, like, and trust is going to be absolutely key and all that. And those are the three tips that I would recommend to make sure that we're in the right mindset, because I see so many Facebook comments sometimes, or so many YouTube comments, or so many timeline responses of people who are in need, people who are struggling with something, and we are doing what we know, but we may not be doing what's best right?
Yeah.
Where we're creatures of habit, we're creatures of comfort, we do what we know, but it's so important to use these tips because as you know, like mental wellness, depression, these things are only going up as well as disease rates. And so it's so important that we try to feel more empowered with high quality information. And I think that is what we can start to do. And all this is just a starting point, right? These are things that people can maybe look at, and maybe this is the first time you'll see this and be like, oh yeah, that one video of Lance and Petia, and oh well, that was cool, thanks guys. And then something in life may happen and you're like, wait a minute.
What did they say?
They said something about this. Or wait a minute, what I'm doing is maybe could use some improvement.
Yeah.
Maybe I should look into this more, and boom, that's starting the conversation for something else.
Yeah.
And so that is going to be absolutely key. But yeah, any tips on your end? Do you have anything for the audience in general? Or
In
what's your top 3 or top 2 or top 1?
Top 1, top 3. For me, it's I really love that you are talking about getting information and getting the second opinion. So when you are feeling that something is not right, truly tap into your network and expand it. You know, for example, like We Connect that, it was absolutely amazing because that opens my perception about what's possible and what other things can be doing. So it's truly just know that asking for help and looking for information will always empower you.
That's right.
Yeah.
Speaking of looking, is there? Oh, you can come on around. Come on, yeah. You know,
It's a real life.
Welcome,
It's
yeah.
a
This is
real
live.
life.
We got, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, you know, hey, welcome. All right, so yeah, it's cool. Loving on people and acknowledging people wherever they're at in life, and even if they're passing through. Pun intended on many different realms. But yeah, okay, so that's some good advice as well. Thank you for, you know, having me here and chatting and the
And thank
opportunity.
you for having you.
Yes, right? Yeah. You.
We're having ourselves here on like 5 devices, so
Yes,
we're having each other today.
That's right. So this setup, just so you know, if you want to like do this is one of the, I guess, I got this off of Ty Lopez, but basically we have 2 laptops with, I have a webcam, she has her phone, or excuse me, her camera, and then we have both phones in the background linked up, and then I have my video camera. And so all of them are connected to Wi-Fi, and it's basically 2 Instagram accounts, 2 Facebook accounts with regards to our personal Facebooks, and then 1 for YouTube. And so if you're like, holy smokes, how did you do that? Well, we do have a setup here, and if you want to learn about this setup, you can message us, because there is a little bit behind the scenes, which you can't see, which we can see, that looks really cool.
It's really fun.
But basically allows you to have, basically I guess it's like 5 birds with 1 stone.
Yeah.
You know, it's like the stone is to be able to distribute a message.
But I love that when you
know.
think about it, you know, being able to truly impact more people in more channels and see, you know, who needs to hear your message at that time. Because like you said, you know, that one time when Petia and Lance were talking, but then if they can come back to it, it's beautiful.
That's right.
So you guys, if you have any questions or you want to connect with Lance or me, just shoot us a message on Facebook, because I know that we are both truly passionate and unstoppable.
That's right.
To supporting people to live the best life possible, the natural way.
That's right. Yes, and if you're on Instagram, you can send a DM. If you're on YouTube, leave a comment or send an email. Facebook, message, boom, yes, all of that.
Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you.
That's right.
Thank you.
Thank you. High five on all of that. Cool. Yeah, we'll be answering questions now.